I'm sorry. This is my intro song for Trove now. Probably scared a lot of you away with just that sheer amount of talent that was just displayed. Hopefully notifications actually go out, but we will see, because they never do. You know what? Actually, too, I didn't even realize that it passed. We actually passed the 15th, which was when there was going to end up being an official developer live stream. I completely forgot about it. Kind of lame, but whatever. Hey, what up, gamers? Let's go! How you guys doing? I am sore AF. That means as a Frankfurter dinosaur. I got 4 hours of sleep. And then I was like, well, I'm awake. So I just got up and yeah, I'm exhausted. But oh well. Oh man. On top of that, do I got all the right things? I do not. Wait. Oh yeah, and that's the right ally. Banner, everything so far so good. I need my C3 spear. I need it bad. Can this game stop lagging? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Hello? I need to clip that just because that was impressive. What? Good lord, this game, dude. I gotta make another YouTube poop short that shows how laggy it is. I pressed E. There we go. Thank you. Jesus. It's really bad today. Why? Is there an event or something? No, I didn't think so. Next week, if I had to guess, I would say next week might be when Shadow's Eve starts. I could be wrong. Yeah, so on top of being all exhausted and stuff, ended up finally going to the gym today. I was gonna meet my brother, and then it was like, they canceled because he was super tired too. So I just went to the gym alone, to the sad music, and I am super sore. I can barely move. Good. That's what it's supposed to feel like. But yeah, I got lots of stuff that I still gotta do, just today in general. I do have some other Trove videos that I'm working on the concept for them and kind of going through it in my mind before I end up recording them. It's not like anything super fancy or anything. Most of all, just like the, you know, the Lunar Lancer build video, playing with him in... I want to end up getting a Crystal 3 spear before I do the 35k video for the Lancer. And then on top of that, I also wanted to do just some other streams today in general. Hopefully, if we have time, I want to stream Dragon at Home. And I need to play Metroid and probably end up beating it. Just because we're so close to the end. Is this game still worth playing? How are the new devs 1 year behind the no? So far, they're actually doing a really banging job. Like, lots of people... see, the thing is, it's very difficult for me to talk about these things because most of the people in my community have been, like... I guess just most of the people in my community are people that ended up playing Trove. And so everybody's been burned so many times by Trove before that it's almost like everyone is used to just talking negatively about this game without having a fair opinion about it. And I can probably be partially to blame for that because I am overly critical about this game. But that's the thing is, one thing that I do pride myself on just with anything in life is it's like, yeah, I'm overly critical about it because I'm passionate about it, because I love it, because I want it to succeed. Just because I'm not talking about how much I adore this game every 2 seconds doesn't mean that I dislike it. You know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, GameAgo has actually been doing a stellar job. So far, they have moved, despite the fact that everyone always made fun of GameAgo for being like some big pay-to-win company, for the most part, the majority of updates that they've put out in terms of cash shop stuff has actually just been skins and cosmetics. More recently, there was a pretty controversial update where they ended up adding pay-to-win Delves portals. As if anyone would buy them. That's kind of the joke. That's why I don't really take it super seriously, because literally, like, okay, it was like, nice attempt, guys. You're not kidding anyone. But other than that, you know, we got what reworks did we get out of them? We got the new Bard class. We got the rework to, I think they did the Tomb Raider rework, right? And that one was actually really, really good. And now we finally got the Lunar Lancer rework. We don't know what the next class is that they're reworking. One thing that I would say has not changed with the Trove devs is nobody's in the know with what's coming next. Which is a problem. That's not a good thing. Like, they really need to do a better job kind of like advertising and talking about these new things, because then even if they themselves don't want to talk about it and get marketing and get hype around it, it's like, bruh, I'll do that gladly, and you guys don't even have to pay me. Just give me the information and I'll share it with people, you know? Like, so I mean, the content's been pretty slow in general, but once again, it's definitely been better than Trine Worlds. So what can I say? Just when people start thinking, like, it's like, just when you start thinking that they're just being like lazy, or, you know, going back to what the other Trove devs have done and stuff like that, and then suddenly it's like, oh, here's the Lunar Lancer rework on the test server. 2 weeks later, here it is on the live server, and it's like, woof, damn, bro, that was fast, bruh. Boop and boop. I mean, in terms of just the overall gameplay, obviously not much has happened. But I personally, like, maybe I'm biased. I personally have nothing but good things to say about GameAgo, for the simple fact that they've been spending a lot of time on the classes. And that, I feel, has always been Trove's strongest, well, just strongest point, you know? It's like all the classes and how they all play and everything like that. It's like, you end up reworking the Lunar Lancer, suddenly people want to end up actually buying the Lunar Lancer packs and playing Lunar Lancer and grinding and stuff. And it's just like, heck yeah, dude, that's exactly what this game needed. Anyways, I don't mean to ramble too much about it, but hopefully that answered your question. How does the Lunar Lancer sub-skill work on the other classes? Sub-skill? Let's take a peek. Chance during combat to transform and receive some of the power of Lunar Lancer. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So that's basically, it hasn't changed. It's basically the old lunacy mode. So while you're in combat, you can randomly just get bigger. But it gives you like attack speed buff and stuff like that. That's why lots of people will end up actually rocking it for the end game, just because it can end up giving you a pretty decent buff. Whoops. I'm still not used to it. Like, years and years of playing this game, I'm still not used to using a mini-map. Even though this mod is awesome. Oh, they ended up actually making a mini-map mod on New World, but it's technically against terms of service. So hopefully Amazon eventually says it's okay, because that game desperately needs a mini-map. Otherwise, you're just staring at a compass the whole time. It's literally the same as Trove. I don't know what it is with all of these games where they looked at Skyrim and they thought, a compass, that's a capital idea. Like, no, a compass is stupid. I need to know where I'm going, not the direction with which the wind blows, you know? Like... Oh my god, look at this dude. He's just sitting there in the wall like, ah, yes, I'm helping. Oh, Lunar Lancer class gem is still hilarious. Can you gravity, or can you grapple through anti-gravity? Yeah, I think we just answered that. Seems we were just able to. My god, we're going through these tomes pretty quick. I don't even remember grinding all my tomes this week, but whatever. Oh, right, that's because it's not even weekly reset yet. My bad, that's why. We got all the new dungeons, too. Is the class gem worth it? I mean, yes. Like, because you can see, like, they tweaked the class gem a little bit. So now it spawns a little bit more often. Actually does decent damage because the Lancer's scaling is just so much better now. And, I mean, he can, like, look at this guy. He still kind of sucks. But the point is that the class gem is literally just extra damage now. So it's like, why wouldn't you have it? You know? That's kind of the state of it right now. Hopefully the plastic packs being bought by the reworks is enough to bump. Keep what? Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, that's just a bad habit about, Mr. Dinosaur. I like your username, by the way. That's just a bad habit of the devs to not talk about stuff that they're working on because they don't know if they'll be able to deliver it, on time or just in a timely fashion in general. Which genuinely does suck. Like, I feel like if there's... Or at least that's what it feels like from a third-person perspective. Maybe they do have it all planned out. Maybe they do know when these release dates are going to end up hitting. But I sure as heck don't, and it doesn't feel like they do. That's the thing, is it's like... they're still in the process, I would say, of slowly building up their confidence with their players. Because even though, like, they've definitely been putting out some great updates, that doesn't mean that they're not going to end up putting out a Delve update that nobody asked for, right? Yes, you guys want to know what mob I voted for in Minecraft. So if you guys didn't know, Minecraft Live just took place. I decided against doing a live stream reaction to it just because, I don't know, it's Minecraft. I love Minecraft, but I've never actually, like, beaten it. I always play it for a while and then I stop. I'm waiting for the update later this year that adds the Warden, and then I'm definitely going to play it. And then in Minecraft Live, they showed a new deep dark city where literally you're sneaking through this dark maze, and if you end up like making too much noise, a Warden will crawl out of the ground like an actual zombie from hell to try and kill you. And they're sitting there in fully stacked netherite and they get 2-shot. I like this. I like that they're making Minecraft spooky. That just definitely makes me a lot more interested. But anyways, they ended up having a vote of like, what's the new mob we should end up working on? And it's like, I don't know. They had like 3 options and they were all kind of dumb, frankly speaking. The one that won is there's basically a little ally that was in Minecraft Dungeons, if you didn't know. And basically they're just putting that in normal Minecraft. I mean, apparently this little freak will actually like go around and pick up like items that you drop and stuff. So I perfectly understand why people voted for it, just because it seems like it has more potential for like redstone and chest sorting and stuff like that without having to be like an absolute genius about it all. Yoink. But I think that they messed up because they had a copper golem, which was definitely the coolest and the one that I voted on. But they didn't tell us anything about what the copper golem does. It's like, dude, who's going to vote for this? All they said was, it'll oxidize. It's like, okay, who cares? I don't know. But anyways, all of that stuff that, you know, that they're talking about with the new updates and crap like that literally is coming out in like next year. So it's like, okay, here we go. Just little indie company Microsoft can't pump out the updates with Minecraft for whatever reason. Like, I don't get it. I mean, a lot of you guys that are more in touch with like what's been happening with Minecraft and stuff over the years have literally just been like, man, remember when they used to pump out updates constantly and now they have to split an update in two because they just can't deliver? I mean, that said, the amount of things that they have coming in the next update, just in terms of the technical side of things, is actually impressive. Like, they made it so that both Java and Bedrock Edition will share the same seeds. So basically, if you end up using a world seed to generate the world, you can actually use that same world seed in both versions of Minecraft, and it'll generate very, very similar terrain, if not identical, which technically would have required a boatload of hours for them to end up getting something like that to work. Like, my God. So that's why I think the update ended up taking so long, just because they had like so many little things like that they were just working on that nobody asked for, but I mean, it's appreciated. When's the next Metroid stream? Today, probably after this stream. We'll see. I might do Dragon and Home after this, but I definitely want to do, we're gonna probably beat Metroid today. I just don't know when specifically. Where did I, hello? Oh, this dungeon's done. Okay. Easy peasy. Is the Bard pack worth it, or should I just grind it? So here's the thing. If you're gonna grind the Bard, you're better off grinding the credits. I know that's expensive, but you're better off grinding the credits than you are grinding the resources. Legit. Just so that you can buy the pack, because it's a credit pack. Because that's the other thing too that Game Ago's been doing. Really been doing us a solid by making it so that all of the packs cost credits instead of cash, which obviously means that free-to-play technically can grind it. Obviously, you need millions of flux, but the point is it's there. You know? Wee! Oof. Why Crystal 3, not Crystal 4? Because Crystal 4's in the delves. That's it. Nobody likes the delves, okay? I'm not gonna grind 500 delve portals for the chance of getting a spear. Like, it just, I don't care. It's barely any, like, Crystal 4 is barely stronger than Crystal 3 anyways, frankly speaking, so it's like, whatever. I don't know why I've been getting so unlucky, though. Like, I haven't even been getting many Crystal 3s in general, let alone, like, an actual weapon, like... Yikes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. I am not touching that dungeon. I'm sorry. The reason I left the game was no OCE server. I don't know what that means. Ocelot. Ah, yes. From Metal Gear. Yeah. That's what you meant. Should I max my Neon Ninja? I mean, sure, man. Say it, don't spray it, but yeah, you can max out whatever character you want, bruh. If it's your favorite character, if you absolutely adore still playing it, even though you've gotten to the end game, assuming you've even gotten to the end game, then yeah, keep playing it. I've just been playing this game for so freaking long, I frankly don't care what character I play anymore. Also, it's just because, you know, Lancer had its rework, and it also is really, really fun. Like, I really like this rework. It's actually, I would say it's funner than, like, Bard is cool and all, and I do appreciate that they added a meme character, but Bard's a weirdo, and I know that there's a lot of people that, like that type of playstyle, where you're constantly, like, juggling all of your ults and stuff, and Bard can definitely be one of the top speed farmers, but it's like, I don't know. Look at how I play this game. I literally just run in and hold left click and hope everything dies. So it's like, you know. Of course I would prefer Lancer over the Bard. Like, yikes. Yeah, Neo Ninja is definitely really, really powerful now. You can't really go too wrong with him because you can get shurikens generated while you backflip now. Just if you didn't notice. Why does it say... Did I miss a super chat? Oh, there it is. What the hell? That's so odd. I saw it, like, it showed chat revenue. And then the super chat showed after. Thank you, Zorb. I appreciate it, man. Oh, man. Euros. Ooh. I'm gonna buy a Lamborghini. Get it? Because my money sucks. No, thanks, man. I genuinely appreciate it. Can I have Flux? Sorry to burst your bubble, but if you didn't donate through super chat, you could have just bought Flux by way of buying credit pouches and selling them. Instead, you bought me a coffee. So yeah. No, legit. I'll take. I will take your money. Sorry, that sounded weird and greedy. Man, I'm gonna go so broke with the Genshin update though. I don't even want to get into it. Do I get into it? Nah, let's not get into it. I'm gonna C6 in our character. Okay, there, I said it. Shut up. Leave me alone. Oh god. Later, Toucan. Have a good one, dude. Also, hello to everybody else. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to everyone. What's your thoughts on Far Cry 6? I don't really care. I don't like the Far Cry series that much. Generally, I should say I don't like Ubisoft. I used to. I used to be a huge fan of Ubisoft. And then they saw Call of Duty making money. And then they thought, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing with Assassin's Creed. Don't get me wrong, the first few Assassin's Creed games were really good, and I'm not saying that the new ones are bad necessarily, but they're just kind of all the same. Like, if you want to play an Assassin's Creed game, okay, sure, just pick the newest one up. They're literally the same game. Zorb, thank you so much, dude. Here's another coffee. Can I have a stellar... Oh, a stellar piece of gear? Dude, be my guest, of course. Are you on PC? Are you here? I'll give you things. I wipe my ass with stellar. Of course you can have all of them. Which one do you need? No, seriously though, dude. Yeah, if you're being legit. I don't know if you're memeing just because of your first comment, but yeah. I should get back into like giving away things to you guys during streams. I really should. I know that I haven't in a while and I feel guilty about that. But at the same time, it just takes so long to give things away because Trove just has like such a clunky system for it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's a bit disappointing. Like, give me offline mail system. And then we're good to go. Then I would literally like give things away all the time. Not to mention, why can't I buy packs and give them to people, you know? Where's gifting in Trove? Because that would be cool, you know, to celebrate. Oh, the Lunar Lancer Rework is here. I'm giving away 5 of the Lancer packs or something, you know? Like all those other people always end up doing. Yeah, I actually played Origins. I didn't play Odyssey or any of the, whatever the other one is, Valhalla or whatever. But Origins was pretty cool. I played it for quite a while. Whee! I should probably change my wings. Don't you have like 3 Gonda? Psh. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say no. And did I? Yes, I bought them. Yeah, I also unboxed one, and yeah, I was going to give them away once upon a time ago, which I'm not saying that I'm not going to, but I don't know. I never really got around to it because it kind of felt like it needed to be a special opportunity rather than just a random stream. But there hasn't really been any reason, like, there hasn't really been anything worth celebrating. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that I don't still appreciate, like, these updates and stuff. Because they're obviously really cool, like the Lancer. I mean, did you see that? I just floated in. That's ridiculous. Did all the class reworks go live? What do you mean all the class reworks? Unless you mean like the modified abilities, in which case those are not in the game yet. That's part of a much bigger update that the devs are probably planning for later this year, if I had to guess. Just because they've been dropping hints about it. And it does seem really cool and exciting. If the Heck Bug event comes back, you could give away the Heck Bug Monarchs. I mean, yeah, true. I could. While we're grinding the event or something, yeah. Is there cross-platform? No, Zorb, unfortunately there is not. Yeah, you're on console, aren't you, buddy? Sorry to say, then. I'm sorry if I missed your other comments too, Zorb. It's a little... I wish that YouTube would highlight those that ended up using Super Chat. Like, you should have, like, a different colored name or something, because otherwise your message just kind of gets lost in the pile, and I'm sorry about that. Ooh. Look, guys, we got 2 Crystal 3s already. None of them are spears. I want a spear. I want to be able to impale. Okay? I'm floating away. Rah. What did the Lunar Lancer Rework do? Is it good now? That's how Nokia actually sounds. Like, I know him. He's a personal friend of mine, and that's literally how he sounds. He sounds like a goblin. Yeah, it's actually really good, Nokia, as you can already see by the fact that we're in u10 and my base attack is doing 20 mil each hit. I'm not even using my big boy moves. I don't need to use my big boy moves. You want to know why? Everything's already dead. Sorb, you did. I wasn't fishing for another super chat just so that I could see your message. Although you are an absolute baller and a legend for doing that. Thank you so much, my man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, sorry to say if you're on console, I can't give you anything, bud. And I mean, like I said, I'm lazy. So, Lunar Lancer turns Super Saiyan. Yeah, basically, I'm not even using my Chungo mode, but I should. Here, don't worry. I'll use my Chungus mode in the next dungeon. I'm floating away. All right, Chungo mode, activate. And then my 2 bodyguards, my 2 children. And then those guys didn't die. I just ate them because all we do, we're all so swole, and all we want to do is just get more protein. So all we do is just eat each other like in an endless loop. This is really getting dark and messed up. Just saying. Huh! I threw my spear. I threw my spear. I was able to kill at least one thing. Look at the Chombo combo. I got 4 of these freaks. Oh god, and they're all like kissing me too. That's so gross. You guys are literally just copies of me. Stop it. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work. Weirdo game. There we go. There we go. Yes. The damages. Bobby, thank you so much. Did you say free stuff, Lamau? More like free money from you guys. No, seriously, thank you guys so much. You guys are being so generous today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can give, like, I keep on, like, always just loot collecting all the stellars, but it's like, bruh, I'll go into Team Pixel, I'll go into the trade, and then just give them away to you guys randomly. Giving away stellar is so much easier than, like, picking people to win, you know what I mean? Hello? Hey, what? Get out of here. I mean, no, get back in here. Oh, there you are, you idiot. There, jeez. They really gotta fix these dungeons that are like so small that the enemy still can spawn outside because the cursed skull just does that. Like, it's not free. Yeah, it's free real estate. I went there. Shut up. I don't know what I'm saying. I sound really hostile and mad. Oh my god, my grappling hook. My grappling hook. It didn't work. There we go, we did it. I wasn't scared at all. Are you using ExoDave's small map mod? Is it? Yeah, I think it's ExoDave that made the mini map. Yes, right? Possibly. Maybe there's actually a different mini map. You could, I wonder. Let me actually take a peek. Let me open my Trove tools and see. There might have already been a second mini map now. Let's see. Mini map. Okay, that's not what it's called. Map. ExoDave small map installed. Mini map by the symbol installed. Oh, right. I completely mixed it up. The ExoDave map is literally just a small map. It has the normal function of the map. We're using the mini map mod by the symbol, which literally, like, I don't know how these freaks ended up figuring it out, but basically, they made it so that we can have our map open while we're out adventuring and stuff, and it doesn't close the menu, which is nutso. Where's that $10 Gonda? Bruh, I mean, I'd sell Gonda for like... I don't even know what I'd sell Gonda for, right? Like, what would be a fair price? I guess it would be the equivalent of 25,000 flux, or 25 million flux, right? You know what? I'm just curious. I want to... Oh, okay. We got... The mini-map does kind of mess things up if we try to interact with the UI. 25 mil. Yep, of course. Okay. What are credit pouches going for? Sorry, this is a very weird project. 650k each. Okay. So 25, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 divided by 650,000. So you'd have to buy 38 credit pouches in order to get that, which would be... That seems low. Did I mess that up? No, that's about right. Less than $100 and you could get a Gonda. That's kind of interesting. Damn. I mean, I guess it's just because credit pouches are so freaking expensive. Honestly, I thought it was going to be more. So, yeah, 70 bucks and you can buy a Gonda from me. I'm kidding, okay? They're not for sale. I'll give them for free eventually. All right? I'm too lazy to do it. Oh, that sounds so messed up. Ah, yeah. That just makes me... That just makes me think of when Trove was more popular and there was those other, like, scumbag YouTubers trying to get involved with Trove and all that stuff. And it was just... we won't get involved with any of that stuff. Oh, God. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous how expensive credit pouches are on PC. I don't get it, dude. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. There was flux duping on PC, and the economy has never recovered. Because when the developers were presented with the option of, do we ban all these people that ended up flux duping? And then they were like, no, they're the ones spending the most money on the game. So we'll allow them to do it. And then there was a bug that happened. These bugs are very frequent. You wouldn't think so. Where people figured out a way to flux dupe. Later, Nokia. And they didn't roll back the servers. So PC just got screwed that day and has never recovered. That was when Gonda boosted up to 25 mil. And suddenly was unobtainable. Because, good lord, who's going to buy it for 25 mil? I mean... Let's face it, okay? I'm sitting here like, I wouldn't buy a Gonda for $100. And meanwhile, it's like with Genshin, you have to spend like thousands of dollars to get constellations on a character. Like, it's like, get your priorities straight, old man. Did you flux dupe? No, I don't do the exploits and stuff. I don't really care enough, frankly speaking. That's the real bottom line. And I don't know. And on top of that, I didn't know how to do it. I wouldn't have done it anyway. Like, it's like, I'm not like a normal person playing this game. I'm like a content creator and stuff, right? So it's like, yeah. Excuse me. I offered to give you $50 more for 50 more Gondas. Sure, man. I mean, it's... If you're okay with, like, me getting Gondas from Trove's Wonder... So it could be a while. Oh my god. If I still remember the Troves of Wonders, dude. Like the fact that it took 80 mil for me to get my first Gonda, it was just like, I am scarred for life now. I will never do this again. It's too bad too, because I mean, opening Troves of Wonder was like entertaining to say the least. And even the fact that it ended up taking so long to get Gonda was kind of a big old joke, but good lord. That was also when I didn't bat an eyelash to, like, I was spending a lot more money on Trove back then because, you know, obviously the videos were doing a lot better and because Trove was doing a lot better, which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it was like, yeah. I say that, but really it's just my passion for this game died down a little bit where it was like, yeah, I don't have to have everything maxed out anymore. I just enjoy the game for what it is, and never mind if I don't have max mastery, because who cares? Can you see my comments? Oh, yes, Zorb. Sorry. Do you have a PlayStation account? If you do, can you give me Stellar on there? Bruh, I'm gonna be honest with you. My PlayStation account is probably weaker than yours. Like, I don't think I ever grinded a character to max level on console. I'm sorry, my man. Oh, good lord, we're at the edge of the world. I can't blast my way through there just because, like, okay. Can I... Oh, well. Wait, why was there a big wall in the middle? Oh, look, it's just indestructible. Yeah, okay, that's because we're at the edge of the world. So the world itself is just not letting me destroy things. Interesting. But yeah, I'm sorry, Zorb, if you intended to buy stuff from me. I mean, maybe somebody else can do you a solid for me. Scythe is seemingly asking for your PSN, which I wouldn't recommend that you put out publicly, but at the same time, if one of you guys could do me a solid and give Zorb some items, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Can you trade stellar gems? No. Gems are completely untradeable. Which, I don't know if it would be better or worse if they were, frankly speaking. But no, he's talking about stellar gear, not gems. Who's the best endgame character? It's debatable. Depends what you're going for. Are you just going for speed farming? In which case, Neon Ninja. Nothing tops his speed. But in terms of delves or like endgame dungeons, well, not dungeons, sorry. Like Leviathans are a little bit different than delves because obviously you got to have more damage and survivability. I mean, generally speaking, you can beat a Leviathan so long as there's somebody there to keep it from respawning, right? Like, let's be frank. Use Lunar Lancer grapple and use mount before you reach the end and spam jump to get 300 speed instantly. Wait, really? Is this like the boat hop? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't know we could create our own momentum. That's cool. Thanks for that, dude. I didn't know we could get on our mount mid grapple. Yeah, that's great. Because that's basically like what I usually do whenever I'm doing like normal dungeons and stuff. I mean, I don't do it as often in here just because these dungeons are so short, but I remember, like, because I've been playing this game so long, one of the things that you can do to kind of optimize the speed with which you go is if there's a ranged enemy on the ground, you try to get on this side of them so that when they shoot you and you're in the air, you keep the momentum from their projectile, and that basically is what that hookshot thing is doing. So you could potentially end up going really, really speedy. I don't know about 300 movement speedy, but I mean, maybe. Not like the game considers how fast we're actually going when we're flying through the sky. Like, the game just literally tells us our movement speed, not the movement with which we are moving speed, you know? What is the best emblem for Goonslungur? For Goonslungur. That would probably be something related to, like, maybe the eyeball, because that's kind of slungery, right? I know you meant get stronger, but my god, that autocorrect, like, what? Well, if you're a physical character, you go for martial. If you're a ranged character, you go for arcane. Like, that's basically what gems are, and then you use Sure Strike until you don't need it anymore just because of the crit that you get from it. Whoop! I'm out of bombs. Okay. Come on. Oh. Come on. Bomb. There we go. Well, at least bombs are cheap. Sweet. Let me in. Yes. Yes. You know what? Chongo move. Yeah. And then when he casts it, you hear like a, you know, electric guitar. Man, there needs to be a Lunar Lancer costume where he's like a guitarist and he's just going nuts. Like, Aw, that move always cuts off. They should really change it so that it doesn't cut off if you're in midair while you come out of lunacy. I mean, I don't know how they would do that. It seems like it'd be more of a chore than it would be worth, but it would be cool at least. Hello? Where are you hiding? I see his aura. Oh, he's over here? Excuse me? Hello? He's now. Oh my god. Is he on this floor? There you are, you freak, hiding in the corner, you coward, huh? Came in here, he's like, no! I don't want to die! Death to your brother, too. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme a seeds raised bear! Why do you guys even sub to me? All I do is just make random noises. Jesus. Best emblem for gunslinger. Well, again, it's Marshall. Yes, that's pretty much the biggest one that you need. Like, like emblems only really, you only really change up your emblems once you've gotten like super end game and you don't need to have Marshall or Arcane. Sorry, Arcane is what gunslinger uses, not Marshall. I don't know why I said Marshall, but whatever. Boop. There we go. Yes. Isn't Marshall physical? Yeah, I know. I messed that up. My bad. I'm focusing on dungeoning. I use those random sounds in my dubstep beats, obviously. Dude, does dubstep even still exist? Sweet. Not really. I didn't like dubstep. Okay. But yes, I want to hear those remixes with all these weird dinosaur noises I'm making. That would be beautiful. Is 60 crit rate enough to stop using Sure Strike or not? No. You probably want to keep, like, the thing is you pretty much just keep Sure Strike until you're in, like, 80% territory. Because even then, it's like, all you would end up swapping Sure Strike out for would be, like, I don't know, trailblazing or something so that you could increase your speed. So if you find that you're killing things fast enough, like if you're not necessarily in u10 and being as optimal as possible, then yeah, I mean, sure, you don't have to use Sure Strike. But, just saying. Is that still... Why is the most common 5-star dungeon... Oh, this is a good one. Okay. I was gonna say, why is it always that gross one that nobody wants? Next week is a Halloween event, right? Yes, I would assume so. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Chrono and Arcane for Gunslinger? Yes. Because, yeah, I don't... See, I'm speaking as if you're speed farming, which you wouldn't do as Gunslinger, frankly speaking. You would be all about damage. So, yeah, you would use Arcane at all times, even when you get end game, because you're trying to optimize your damage. And then you want to use Chromatic for the simple fact that you will spam potions until you have your ultimate on cooldown, and you basically just spam your ult over and over and over again. It means that you have no survivability and barely any gameplay. That's the Gunslinger, though. Like it or hate it. I don't like it. I'm not the biggest fan. But you got lots of damage. And I mean, if you're fighting like a Leviathan and stuff, then you pretty much just have to make sure that you have the opportunity of going back and refilling your pots. That said, swap to Chloromancer. Chloromancer's stronger and easier to manage because you don't need to like pop flasks all the time. I mean, obviously popping flasks is going to help your overall damage anyways, but die. You seem to like grindy games. I've seen you play Roblox. You should play Grand Peace Online. I don't know what that is, but I do like Roblox. The only Roblox game I'm interested right now, though, is in the Squid Games one. I didn't do a video on it, but I've seen other people play it, and I think they're playing it wrong. I don't know why they don't like what the joy that I receive from Roblox. Based on what I've seen, other people don't really like Roblox. I think there's something like wrong with me Because in the Squid Games, it's basically red light, green light, and you're walking forward, and then if you get caught during the red light, it literally plays a Roblox gun sound, and the characters ragdoll across the moon. And nobody I've ever watched that's covered that is laughing at the ragdoll, and I don't understand why, because that is comedy gold right there. That's literally why Natural Disaster is my favorite Roblox game, because the ragdoll is just so jank. Like, but I don't know. I mean, maybe we could stream some Roblox at some point. Maybe not necessarily today. I'm not really in the mood, but I've thought about it. What happened to Ghost Hunter and Lunch Lady? Oh, they both died. The Lunch Lady game, he basically changed her AI, and it made the game terrible. And Ghost Hunter got boring as soon as the new Phasmo update came out, because Phasmo is a superior game. So, yeah. Hey, look! Another player! Oh my god! I haven't seen another player in weeks. God, I wish this was New World so I could use mic chat on him. Actually, that would probably be terrible, but that's one of my favorite things about New World, is you can just push to talk and you can just start yelling at people. Glorious. Everyone always gets so confused. Does Zealous Emblem work on Lunar Lancer passives? No. Lunar Lancer doesn't need energy recharge anymore, because that's not how it works. The energy recharge is... You can pretty much just consider it to be a meter that you're slowly filling. There it is. Okay, so basically, it's the same as the rocket jump in the Delves. Because it's the same grappling hook as in the Delves. Or, not the Delves, the Geo Caves. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense for my brain. Why didn't I put that together? I always kept thinking that the hook shot was the Bomber Royale one. But no, that's literally the Geo Caves one. No wonder it keeps your momentum. Because what you would do in Geo Caves is you would basically do the same thing, but the old rocket jump used to allow you to keep your momentum, and then they nerfed that into the ground for whatever reason, and then the Geo Caves became boring ever since then. But whatever, I mean, it's not my game. If they want to make it boring, sure. Because otherwise, yeah, you would just be able to fly through the caves at Mach speeds, and it was awesome. Watch your magic find. 11k. And yet. Just putting that out there. Like, this is how bad the RNG is in this game. I mean, to be fair, Magic Find, like, the way that Magic Find works in Trove is kind of dumb. It's not like a game like Diablo. Like, I feel like they should not... I feel like they should not call it Magic Find in Trove, because it doesn't operate the same as Magic Find does in literally every single other video game. Because in a game like Diablo, having higher Magic Find increases your chance of actually getting rare drops and getting good stuff. Whereas with Trove, what ends up happening is when a piece of loot drops, the game generates what rarity it is, and what Magic Find is going to do is make it so that the item in question has a higher chance of it rolling as a higher tiered piece of gear. So that's why I'm getting a lot more Crystal 1s, because those are Stellars that are just being rolled up once to Crystals instead of the lower tier. And it's kind of a shame that that's all it really does. So unless I'm constantly like it doesn't increase the odds of necessarily getting a Crystal 3, because it's not actually increasing my drop rate chances of getting good stuff. It's literally just making it so that what does drop can end up being higher. I know that kind of doesn't make sense with the way I'm explaining it, but that's why the drop rates kind of suck in this game. Obviously, having higher Magic Find does give you better odds of getting better gear, sure, but that's all it's really doing. And it's not like in Diablo where you put on like Magic Find and then it's like, oh my god, I just got like 50 magic items. They all suck, but I got 50 magic items. Because Trove obviously doesn't really have any variance with its gear, you know? Yeah, it's like rolling a dice. Like, think of it as like tabletop, you know? It's literally just, okay, here's a piece of stellar gear. Let's roll the dice. Hey, it rolled up to a Crystal 1, or it didn't. you know? Because, again, in a game like Diablo or a dungeon crawler, like, you know, I guess I should say Path of Exile, because I'm sure it's a game most of you can relate to. Diablo's more so for boomers like me. But in Diablo, you could get garbage magic items, but you would actually get, like, magic drops. Like, you could get legendaries and, like, gear that has additional properties. Trove doesn't have that, so the magic find is kind of misleading. It should be like magic chance. That's what they should call it. Or like higher drop chance percentage or something. You know, it's just, I don't know. Oh my god. You play Destiny, right? Oh, you're asking somebody else. Sorry. I played Destiny. I used to, and then I got bored. Also, when they started removing the content I paid for, because they want to keep the game's file size down, that was not okay. So I don't want to support that game, frankly. Like, legit. That is, like, so stupid. Are you kidding me? Could you imagine that? You buy, like, oh, the Lunar Lancer's out of rotation, guys. They're removing it from the game now. Oh, you spent money on the Lunar Lancer. Well, it was just so you could play the new content right away. That's basically all Destiny is doing. Oh, I thought I saw somebody. Yeah, I noticed that this Neon Ninja was here. I just didn't know that he already cleared out the dungeon. Cool. I'm gonna go clear out this dungeon if I can ever get down here. Die. Yeah, that's right. Here, watch this. Faster than a Neon Ninja? No, not really. That is a really cool trick, though. I'm glad, sorry, I don't remember who said it, but I'm glad one of you guys mentioned that. Because I didn't know that that's how this grapple worked. Ah, yeah, I gotta get better at it. That's still cool, though. It leaves a lot of room for potential. Gotta go fast. Yeah, because all you gotta do is just get on your mount really quick, and then you'll keep your momentum. That's nice. Smooth. Get out of the way, creatures of the night. You know what? I should probably go and destroy a bunch of items that are in my inventory. Fly into the air and slam down from above. Well, at least he exploded. So that's the important thing, right? What about Warframe? Have you tried Warframe? Oh, I've played the heck out of Warframe. I've played Warframe to the point I don't like it anymore. Everyone always asks me about Warframe. I had like a really long series of it, and then I don't know. I had my fun with it, and then I got to the point where it was like, I'm bored now. Not to mention the devs. I mean, anyone within the Warframe community, you guys kind of know. It's like the devs, like, they're not really delivering. You know what I mean? I still keep in, like, a lot of my friends still play Warframe, so I'm still kind of up to date with everything. Kind of, you know, but. Wait, what about Steam Deck, Tiny? Did you actually get one? That would be pretty poggin'. Yeah, I actually think that the Stream Deck is a phenomenal idea. Like, get wrecked, Nintendo Switch. The only problem is you can't play Nintendo games. Metroid Dread drops to like 10 frames in the middle of combat. No, legit, it's actually like genuinely really annoying. I wish that Nintendo would just be like, hey, you know what? Here's the Switch Pro. We know it's coming. It's just they can't meet the supply on demand right now. Can we get a hairline reveal? Well, that's kind of insensitive and inappropriate, but what hairline? Bruh, I'm bald. I shaved my head. And oh my god, it's so nice. Thanks for asking. Seriously, dude, I don't think I could ever grow my hair back out. I used to have my hair pretty long in the day, back in the day, and it was like, not since I started doing YouTube. Like, I actually had my hair pretty short consistently, and then one day it was like, haha, I'm going to shave my head, and then never looked back. Bald, living. I'm just so much of a man that I don't really like care to identify my I don't know. I'm just so strong, like Kratos, that I just decided, you know what? Screw it. Hair is for idiots. Did you know you can cancel the ultimate by going into build mode? It's pretty useful. What? I guess that could be useful if you, like, wanted to get out of the ult. Yeah, that's kind of neat. There's a lot of weird, janky little tricks. I feel like these aren't on purpose. Like, what? Giant mode, build mode, back to normal. That's so weird. Thanks for these tips, though. I'll definitely end up using them when I do, like a proper Lunar Lancer guide. Because I like these tricks. You know, Trove needs more things like this. It used to have stuff like this back in the day with, like, the boat hop and everything. And then they just slowly removed it. And it was a shame because these were things that, I don't know, just made the game a lot funner. Because it's kind of like these little tricks. They were by no means easy to do. Like, the game breaker cannon barely works anymore with how the server stability is. What happened to Metord? What? Oh, Metroid. I'm gonna stream that today. Don't worry. I've been streaming Metroid pretty much every day that I'm, like, awake and actually doing things. Man alive, apparently I missed a bunch of stellars. Okay. Whatever. Big mode. Bah, look at this. Chonko Dad's coming to kick your butt. Hello? How does this dungeon work? Brr, die in the name of... Oh, well, I was gonna end up dropping my lance, but... Oh god, okay, going into build mode kind of breaks things. Oh, there we go. Now it worked. Weird. Very weird. Okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah, Zorb, I did see. I saw. I know we're on different servers. I'm sorry, my man. I like how you were trying to pay to win your way to getting, like, some stellars, but it's like, bruh. A good attempt. But yeah, I'm sorry, bud. I do feel a little bad about it, but I mean, whatever. Nothing we can do. Don't worry, just keep grinding. You'll get there. I mean, the funny thing is, like, frankly speaking, everyone's obsessed with stellar gear just because I feel like it's ingrained in everyone's psyche that stellar gear is, like, really good. It's not. Like, as soon as you end up getting to the Geo's surface, you can literally just craft Crystal 1 weapons, and I guarantee you'll get Crystal 1 drops pretty darn quickly, and those are already better than... Whoops. Those are already way better than any stellar that you can end up getting, so it doesn't really matter that much. More gear! Look at all these Crystal 3s! And none of them are a spear! Another hour of my life just down the toilet, bruh. Need sad MLG music. Oh my god. Oh look! The Lunar Lancer. Oh, he's sleeping. Bruh. Bruh. Wake up, bruh. Wake up, my man. Come on. Here. Putting my tongue in his ear. He's not really waking up. Hold on. If that creeps you out, then, frankly speaking, you're on the wrong YouTube channel. What is wrong with me? You guys watching my videos gives me power. Like, it just makes me think like, oh, I can be me. I can do whatever I want. I can be a freak. I mean, this is the most real me. Like, I do these things in real life too. It's just, now I have people watching me and I should be more careful, but I guess it doesn't matter. Ah, yes. Yeah, I will be streaming New World today. Also, oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Spooky. I like how my tone changed. Thank you, Demo. Really appreciate it, bud. I can't get a stellar because I am on the Europe and he is on America. Are you on PC, Zorb? Because that doesn't matter on the PC version of Trove. Like, we're literally playing on the same server. If you type /join world, space, team, space, pixel, you should just warp into my world right now. All the America versus European servers do on PC and Xbox actually is when you end up going into an Uber portal, it puts you into that server's like instance, but it doesn't mean that you still can't join people that are in the wrong instance. It's just going to be laggy. PlayStation splits people. That does, because PlayStation is stupid and it always splits people by region, even when you're playing Fortnite. Wasting an hour of our life is the epitome of any grinding game. Well, I won't say you're wrong. But also, guys, while I do appreciate the compliments, I wasn't fishing for them. I don't know. I'm not like, I'm acting self-conscious. I don't really care. I just think that it's funny. Like, sometimes I just whoop and take a look at the third-person perspective of myself and what's actually going on. Are you using Windows 10? Yes, because my PC doesn't qualify for Windows 11. And frankly speaking, I don't want to use Windows 11 because Windows 11 sucks my butt. Seriously, don't get Windows 11. It barely supports like any games and it's just is a mess. And they keep putting out updates that make your computer slower. Like, don't do it. Windows 10 is already fine. We'll use Windows 10 until they force us to upgrade, okay? That's it. Why don't you want C4? It's not that I don't want C4. I don't want to grind delves 500 times and then get a C4 face instead of a weapon. I know. Why does Windows 11 even exist? Like, ugh. It's weird. Basically, like... So Windows 11, if you guys haven't already seen it, basically is just trying to get that Mac money because the interface looks almost identical. Free pinatas, apparently, by the way. I switched to 11 and it's straight garb. Ooh, oh, can you revert back, dude? Oh, God. Yeah. That's kind of the thing. I mean, I think eventually Windows 11 will kind of just be the go-to because most games will start like supporting only it or something. I don't know. Frankly speaking, I don't think that Windows needs an upgrade. Outside of, you know what I do? Sorry, I bumped my mic. You know what I do think that Windows needs to work on and why I am only even slightly considering Windows 11 is just because Windows 10 has a lot of really stupid decisions. I mean, obviously Windows 11 does too. But basically... if you have, like in my case, a dual monitor display, my desktop icons just go all over the place anytime that they freaking feel like it. So frankly speaking, I no longer customize where all of my icons are. I just sort by name. I know, I'm evil, but it's Windows' fault. And Windows 11 finally has an option that saves where your desktop icons are if one monitor turns off and the other one turns on, so... It's the only reason to actually get the upgrade. Are credit pouches from the Sweet 16 pack tradable? If they're pouches specifically, yes, 100%. It's when it gives you credits, then they're not. Credit pouches are always tradable. That's kind of the point. But yeah, that's true. Any classes that you have, you end up getting a credit pouch. It even says you can sell it on the market. So there you go. Which is kind of interesting. My Windows doesn't do that with the icons. Pfft, spooky. You just admitted you're not a gamer, dude. You don't even have a dual display. I'm kidding. It's actually got to do with... There's very specific finicky issues. I think it's because my displays are like different from one another in resolution and in refresh rate. Don't ask me, dude. Some people have the bug, some people don't. I'm going to use Windows 11 in a year or two. Yep. Wait and then get it later. Yeah, the only difference is my files don't go all over the place. Evan, my man. Yeah, is it worth it though? Be honest. It's pretty nice, isn't it? I'm new to the game. Seeing this makes me confused. What's confusing about this, man? The fact that my screen is blaring white and apparently like my character is going blind. Is that what is bothering you? Or the fact that we're killing pinatas? Because that's just normal day in Trove, frankly speaking. A couple months ago, it said they are tradable, and they are actually not tradable. The ones from the Sweet 16 pack? No. Credit pouches are always tradable, my man. Then again, I will admit that there is definitely a lot of bugs in terms of store stuff, so I would not be surprised, but you could probably send a ticket in. It's just going to take a long time. Also, I want to sincerely ask, has anyone bought one of these yet? Because if you have, then you should take a long look in the mirror, man. Sorry, but it's true. Yeah, maybe that's why spooky, I'm not sure. What's your gaming PC specs? I already have a video talking about my setup that has my specs in the description. Although some of my specs have changed. I could do another tour of all my stuff soon, but I'll answer a few more questions before we call it, guys. Because I do want to stream some Irish stuff today. Who's better, Gunslinger or Shadowhunter? Shadowhunter is way cooler. I know that's not what you asked, but that should answer your question. Cooler is what I specifically said. Do you think Lancer will be an A or S tier character after the update? What do you mean after the update? The update's already here. In which case, there's a tier list for Trove classes. I could do a tier list, but I think tier lists are kind of boring and dumb. That's why I've never done them. What would be the point in them putting the credit pouches in if they weren't tradable? Don't ask me, man. It's a bug, like legit. It's got to be a bug. Is there any chance I can see what stats you use on your equipment? Movement speed and attack speed. That's literally it for all of them. And then, I mean, the stability is just there because it's temporary and it's a C2 spear, so I don't really care. Why are physical damage classes worse than magic damage characters and delves? I don't know. They just don't hit hard enough. I know. It's weird. It just is how Trove is for whatever reason, man. Lancer is S tier on style. That's all that matters. Yes, I completely agree. Oh, okay, Ghost. Yeah, you're on console. Yeah, I know, dude. Honestly, my man, it's probably gonna take like a couple months before they put this update on console. Like, for crying out loud, Nintendo Switch still hasn't even gotten the Bard, so it's like I can't tell you, man. But yeah, look forward to it. I actually think that Lunar Lancer is a lot of fun. It's not nearly as confusing using this character as it would be like Neon Ninja. Like, I'm not saying Neon Ninja is confusing, but it's more so like anyone who knows the game knows Neon Ninja. You're kind of like, it's like the sweaty class, right? Like, you got to really be focused on being optimal with that character. Otherwise, you bump into stuff all over the place. Lunar Lancer, you don't really got to worry about too much because you can just straight line. You don't got to worry about optimizing your speed routes or anything, which is why I like him. They're definitely supposed to be tradable. I sold some from the Sweet 16 pack. Well, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's talking about, but maybe. Does anyone on stream play on Europe and on PS4 and can give me a stellar hat and face? Zorb, I feel so bad. Please, one of you guys give one to him. But at the same time, Zorb, I'm sorry to say, bud, there's not much of a Trove community on PlayStation, dude. They're there, and the community is really, really tight. But there's not that many new people coming to the game on consoles, unfortunately. Did you know you keep the Bard ability when you switch class? The speed? Yeah, you technically could do that to make like some clickbait video. I got over 1 million speed or something, right? Could use that and then swap to Lunar Lancer and, like, I don't know, use all your buffs at the same time. I mean, frankly speaking, you can get the Bard buff from somebody else who is using a Bard. What stats are better, attack speed or movement speed? You need them both on Lunar Lancer in this case because he's a speed farming character. What you would potentially end up doing for a character if you wanted more damage is you would swap out movement speed, because movement speed only benefits you in terms of your movement, not your damage. But you would swap that out for crit damage instead. Gunslinger and Neon Ninja. Again, entirely dependent on what you're doing, dude. If you're doing speed farming and dungeon grinding, Neon Ninja. If you want to do damage, Gunslinger. I mean, that said, Neon Ninja actually does a lot more damage now as well, but you cannot snare bosses in the delves because devs are weird. Anyways, I guess we'll call it here, gamers, because I gotta stream some other stuff. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the super chats from earlier, guys. Let me see. Does the stream actually show me which of you guys ended up sending the super chats? Of course it doesn't, because I wanted to shout you guys out specifically. But anyways, you know who you are, and I love you, and I appreciate you. And yeah, hopefully you guys had a good time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to set up and stream some other stuff. Bye, guys.